know me, I can be a whole vibe, right? And you know why I'm a whole vibe? Why do you think I'm a whole vibe? You don't know? Anybody got a guess of why? Because the energy, because I'm fly, because what else? What else we got? Because I'm caring. That's why. I'm a whole vibe. Because I decided to just be me.
ATBA Impact Group is an extension of my inner calling to create a space for people to truly be themselves authentically without having to ask permission from anyone, not worrying about what anyone's going to think about it. That's what makes the resources at HBA Impact Group so rich, because the only requirement is to be authentic. And when someone is looking for you to be more authentic because it pleases your soul, it makes it so much better to show up that way, so much easier to show up that way. Because being oneself, I found, for me, has been the hardest thing I've ever had to do. Yet when I mastered just being who I am, it's accompanied with such ease. And that is the way of HBA. We want to create an environment where everybody belongs there. And that is our focus. We're planting positive seeds of change on a consistent basis in order to continuously eliminate competition through collaboration. And we have mastered that because we have focused on mastering ourselves. And then we can just show up and do that, knowing that no one else can do that.
What's up, everybody? Welcome, and no, your eyes do not deceive you. It is Dr. Sue that you see on the screen with me today. It's not Friday, you ain't tripping, but this is another creative conversation in HBA group where we're planting positive seeds of change on a consistent basis, and sometimes that is through conversations. And that's what I do on Sunday. So Friday, I was out of town. I was in Atlanta, the place Dr. Sue just moved from. And I was down there recording some stuff and doing some stuff. And then I just couldn't, I couldn't do Friday. Like I couldn't do Friday. I was on the move.
She stood me up, y'all. She stood me up. I'm just saying, I was ready. I had all my clothes. Yeah, I had all my clothes on. I had my face on. I put a little face on.
Did you have wrong? Did you have wrong?
I was ready. And I reached out and I said, you know how we say to our boo-boo, where's the link? Oops. Oops. Y'all ever had that?
Where's the link?
When you hear the oops or you read the oops, you know somebody done messed up. And they messed up and they didn't even tell me because, see, I was still there. I was at the start line ready to go. And she was gone, y'all.
Okay,
like,
I'm sorry.
What you doing there?
It was going so fast. You know, I had just moved. It had only been a week. Then I'm back in the car, packing stuff up and heading on a 5-hour drive to Atlanta. You know what I mean? It was quick. But I apologize. I apologize to Dr. Sue. I apologize to everybody who might have been waiting on us Friday. But I forgot to even tell Dr. Sue. So I take full responsibility. But here we are today. It is Sunday. It is a day that, what is this saying down here? I don't know what that's saying. It is a beautiful day. It was a beautiful day for a drive. We drove back today. I literally got back here an hour ago. I think we pulled in at 5:03 and it is 6:10 now. So I just got here right before I called you, I'm like, yeah, we can do this tonight. I'm like, I'm feeling it tonight. I'm feeling it tonight. So Dr. Sue was game. How your day been, Dr. Sue?
It's been good. It has been it's hard. Okay, so it's been really good. It's hard to describe it other than to say, you know how the old folks say, I ain't old, y'all. I'm just saying, you know how the other old folks say, how the old folks say, God is doing a work in me. So I
Yeah.
have been in these actually the last couple of months, but more intensely the last couple of weeks, and even more intensely the last 3 days. I have just been being called energetically to sit and hear what this new thing is that God has for me. I knew that in moving from Atlanta to Florida, I felt that I was being called here. It wasn't a place that I had planned to come. It is home. I grew up here, but I hadn't planned to come back. So now I'm back, and Lord knows Carrie finally told me without really saying it, just shut it down. You gonna do something, do it. I got that. She said, you have told me this 4 times. I thought, I did. I didn't say it to her, but then I said, do I have Alzheimer's? Am I forgetting? Listen, if she said that
No.
times,
No.
I need to stop telling her. But more than that, I need to stop having those thoughts because she's right. She's right.
You're keeping it alive. You're keeping it alive. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, she was real. She was Carrie tactful, y'all. Y'all know. In
I'm
love,
real easy with it.
cut it off.
In
Shut
love.
it. Move on. Quit. So
Cut it off.
I have been cutting it off, shutting it down, moving on, but moving on to a place of let me sit and hear and experience what God has for me in this season. And so that's what my day has been one of prayer and meditation and more meditation and prayer. And it's so interesting that on Thursday night, I coach my clients. I have a group coach for women. And on Thursday night, I told them we're supposed to meet on Sunday. We're supposed to meet on Sunday. And Sunday is supposed to be a day where you bring your spiritual concerns, not mundane things of life, even though everything is spiritual, but this is where you come seeking answers and clarity and energetically what is your next move, not in terms of, oh, I got to do not a checklist, but just bring an open heart and see what there is, what spirit and God has for you. So that was a surprise to me that we were going to do that, because that's the way God does sometimes. But that's what I did today, and it was a beautiful meditation. And God just kept saying to me, everything I was saying to my clients, it was for me as well. So it's been a great day. And then I went for a very short walk, but just kind of moved my body a little bit. And yeah, that's where I am, y'all.
Yeah, that's good stuff. I had a good day too. I had a good day too. And I think it's like it's 'tis the season for moving in a way that you're not concerned about anyone else understanding it, because how can you explain something so miraculous sometimes that you don't even understand it?
Yeah.
So it'd be a waste of, it would not benefit us at all to use that energy to explain it to someone else. And it's like today, like just driving, seeing colors, just how beautiful color, we try to recreate it,
Yeah.
yellow, and it's growing from a tree so vibrant and so crisp. You know, and with the ombre of all the other yellows, it's the same yellow, but not the same. You know what I mean? It's just it like looks like fire sometimes in the trees. And to be able to be in a place in my life where I can pull over and get out of my car and walk down by what was, I didn't realize until we passed it. We were driving down the road and I saw this water to the left, and I'm like, that water is calling me, you know. I kept driving, and then as we drove, the sign said, end of the original road of the Trail of Tears. I turned around. And I went back. And there was this little church there. I pulled into this little church. I'm like, the church people don't care if I park here for a second. Because then when they get out and see what I'm doing, if anyone's watching, which someone's always watching, they'll know why I'm here. And they will not bother me because they'll be honored that I stopped. You know, I'm living in that kind of world, and stuff like that shows up for me, and all the situations and all of the elements around me has collaborated together to give me that experience. I got out of my car. There was cows grazing, mooing. This cow was just eating this branch that was hanging down. He's reaching up, and I'm just standing there recording it all by this river. When my ancestors died for freedom, and now I'm free to stop my car and walk across the street and record anytime. Oh my goodness, I've had an amazing day. An amazing day. Hello, Sean.
Yeah, you know.
I saw Lewinsky was in here. That's my buddy Lewinsky. Oh my goodness, y'all funny. So how's everybody else's day? How's everybody doing? I want y'all to put in the comments. Tell us something amazing about your day. And don't worry about us maybe not getting why you think it was amazing. Just put it in the comments. It could be a candy bar. It could be a television show. It could be a whatever. We don't have to understand it. But let's reiterate things and talk about more and have more conversations about things that makes us happy. So put in the comments. What's something that has made you happy today, made you come alive today, make you, I haven't felt that in a long time type of thing happen today. What was it? Where did he go? Oh, I love Dr. Sue. She's a very wise woman of God who I keep on my heart.
Thank you.
Oh, yes. Iana. I didn't see you in many moons. Oh, that's awesome. All right. So Sean said being alive and being around great people. Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. I love that. So what, when you were talking about how you've been meditating, and I know in that meditation, I'm sure you've gotten a lot of things that work for you. Because, you know, it's everything that we get as downloads, not necessarily for us to share. But was there anything in there that came across as I gotta put this in word form to let people, you know, share this with somebody to see if it, you know, vibes with them? Was there anything like that, or to that degree?
The big thing that came through was that God has created each of us as unique beings. And when I say unique, I mean there is no one else in existence like you. No one. And that is intentional. It's by design. It wasn't an accident. It doesn't matter how close you are to a family. It doesn't matter. God created you uniquely. Because of that, God has endowed you, given you a unique purpose, And so it's not, you listen to the voices that are coming up in your mind. Whose voice is it? Is it your mama's, your daddy's, your sisters, your brothers? And if it is, I'm not saying that they're not wise, because they could be. I'm not saying that they're bad. They could be, but they could not be. I'm just saying that regardless of what, this is what I got, regardless of what you have heard, what you have learned, know that God gave you a unique purpose, and you need to be discerning, to learn to be discerning so that you can identify what that is for you. All too often, we get caught up in this world where we're going the way everybody else is going, because everybody else is going that way. And I'm just reminded of what my mama used to say. And God said it in a different way. If the crowd is going to the left, you go to the right. The right is very fruitful. It's not a crowded field. There's nobody, when you go to the right, there's no one over there who is like you. Ain't nobody going to be doing what you're doing. So you have, if you're looking for success, personal, professional, whatever, your chances of having it are greater because the field ain't crowded. But if you go to the left, where everybody else is going, the 95%, yeah, you're going to struggle. You're going to struggle because somebody else, number one, more often than not, we're trying to mimic what somebody else said worked for them. But you're not them. And y'all, just being real, I know that a part of the reason I was getting this is that I have studied under some great teachers. I have been blessed to do that. But within, and I told you, like over the last couple of months, I've just been being very introspective. But one of the things that God is emphasizing to me, you're not your teacher. You're not Lisa Nichols. You're not Kevin Goins. It just went on down the line with all these people that I'm not. You have benefited from their wisdom. You've benefited from their experiences and their expertise, but I gave you everything that you need to be you. Like one of the women on the coaching call, what God said to her is, I created you. And y'all, whoever's out there, I want you to get this because it's a message that may resonate with you. God said to her, you're a wild card. I created you to be the wild card. Keep doing what you do. If you stop being the wild card, you lose your edge. Being the wild card, whatever that means to you, that's why you're unique, and that's how you're going to be successful. So to all of the listeners, I'll say to you, God created you as the wild card. It's not that these other things that you hear about and know about won't work, but they may not be for you. This is where you got to lean into your connection with God. This is where you have to lean into trust. This is where you have to know what you know, even when you don't know how you know it or why you know it. But you keep going to the right. Every person who has been wildly successful has done so because they did not go with the pack. So be the wolf who breaks away to the right. That's what I got.
In those decisions, you're not concerning yourself with what others are doing. You're concerning yourself with the things that you've collected, the knowledge that you have in stock, and evaluating what you have to make the decision. Not what you were taught, but what you retained.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because a lot of things we don't keep, and we have to have that filtering process when you're learning stuff from your coaches and you're learning things from your pastor, you're learning things from your parents. It's like, you don't throw everything away. You store that knowledge, not the person, not the experience. You store the knowledge. And then when you can discern that and start to alchemize those things into wisdom, like that's when you can make that decisions of, from very unique perspectives, and you being that wild card, because the way has not been created, because it is not created until you move. And when you move, you create the way. I love it. Thanks for tagging people, Sean. I appreciate that. So what was it for you? Like, did anything in particular come up for you? And if you need a second, I'll say for me, it's just like now when things come up, it doesn't matter what the decision is, it doesn't matter what the situation is, whether it's people, places, things, jobs, responsibilities, a bath. Like, do you want to take a bath? Do you not want to take a bath? You know what I mean? Like it's simple stuff like that. I'm realizing that how many times I considered someone else's feelings before I made moves. And it's just like, I continuously say, I say things out of just love. It's just, I wouldn't, if I said something to you and you took it the wrong way or it sounded mean, I promise you, I don't have that in me. You know what I mean? I don't have that in me. And because I can hear that in my head and say, take that thought. No, ma'am, that's not what we do. You know what I mean? I know I have that discernment. So, yeah, I can get you told in my head and I'll take that and say, no, ma'am, that's not what we're going to do. So, but now that I do that, like almost like, love diarrhea, I find myself on the other side of it after I've said something thinking, You know what I mean? Like, I hope it lands good, but I couldn't even keep it, you know? So it's just like, you know, it's also just because you have come into being you and now you're being you, now you're seeing yourself being you. And then, you know, it's that part also. It's like, I love who I'm seeing, but woo, you still get that, you know what? Oh, girl, you really, you doing this, ain't you? You really, you committed. And it's just so good. You know, that's what's coming up for me. And now I'm finding myself around people who just, they're honest with me. It, whether they feel like it may hurt my feelings or not, they just say, you know, I had a conversation with someone via messenger last week or week before last, and I won't, you know, say any names, but this person was saying that they couldn't do something within a certain time frame. And they went on to say, and it really doesn't matter what anybody feels about that. That's just what I need. And I was so, when I heard it, I could feel like, you know, how just like, you know, anything can have some scar. So you smell something and it reminds you something. You have no idea what it reminds you of, but you're like, it's familiar. I
Mhm.
remember when I read that, I felt that familiarity of thinking, golly. But I did it was like familiar, and I was just like, dang, she right. You know what I mean? It don't matter. And I'm like, take all time, boo. You know what I mean? Like, and it's just like that, seeing that growth now that's on the other side, and I see myself being who I always wanted to be, which is just authentic and just be me and come from a place of love and not worry about how anybody's going to receive it. And being on the other side of that, I have so many moments, and I'm just like, good job, good
Mhm.
job, because I felt that. I felt how you could have went with that, and you didn't, and it felt good to go the way that I went. Like it's like that seat of self, just sitting there, looking at myself, thinking, okay, you, I think you got this thing, you know. So, what was it for you? What's something that's going like for you personally?
Well, I have been struggling. I don't know that I shared this with you. I think I have. I've just been struggling with this idea of being a spiritual teacher.
Yeah,
Um, and I think that there's a part of me that thinks, who are you? Who are you to say that you're a spiritual teacher? I mean, who?
yeah,
And and there's that part of me that says, what do you know? You don't know this. You don't know. You don't. You're not reading other people. You know that the default for me is the academic.
yeah,
You're not
yeah.
studying this from an academic standpoint. You didn't go to seminary. You didn't do. And I have pull resisted. I pushed back against this idea for a long time. But what was coming up for me in the meditation and what's been coming up these last few days and last few weeks is I called you into being for just this day and just this work. And for you to say, who are you, is to minimize who I am. And to say
Indeed.
that you know, I remember committing to God some time ago, saying that I'm going to go where you tell me to go. I'm going to do what you tell me to do. I'm going to say what you tell me to say. Oh, and the guidance was, or the not the guidance because it wasn't guidance. It was the the order,
Assignment.
the
An
command.
assignment. You had an assignment.
And the assignment was
Go.
open your mouth and I will speak through you. And I have just been, I put my toe into the water, like you were saying earlier, and then I step back out.
Yep.
And I put my foot in there and it's like, ooh, and then I run because I go back into what do I know? I don't know enough. I don't, and that is the human default. But what I have seen every time is that I don't need to know. Because when
No.
I get out of the way mentally, when I stop playing, doing the mental masturbation and playing the games with myself, when I just do what I have been commanded to do, open your mouth and I will speak through you. It always happens. And I, in those moments, I am in awe. I'm having an out of body experience as I stand outside of myself and watch myself to see, wow, I really didn't need to know. God really is speaking through me. Who am I to doubt? But then there's that, it is the subconscious programming that is so deep. It is so deep. But this is a part of the task or the assignment is to know that there exists at perhaps an ancestral level a whole load of doubt. But God is stronger than doubt. God really is all there is. And when we talk about love and talk about showing up as authentic self, it really is embodying the God in you, right? And in me and in us. And when we can do that, there's no task too big. There's nothing that you need to know other than, as I said to my friends earlier, every day I am striving to be the best that I can be. And I am striving because we don't all get it. We don't get it perfect all the time. We're human. That just ain't gonna happen. But I am perfect in every day, trying to the best of my ability to let God lead me and to show that I have embodied the God in me, to show that in my interactions with others. So,
Absolutely. I love it. Well, one of the ways that that we will be sharing this wisdom, as Sean so elegantly described it, because it's true wisdom. It's things that you gather, that you put into place, that you've learned that how to make it work for you, learned how to allow it to work for you. We also do this in a way that is called the Healing Summit. The Healing Summit is coming up the first weekend of December. It's the first, the second, and the third. And Dr. Sue is one of the speakers. She's going to be speaking on the third day. She is the second speaker the third day. And she's going to be sharing some nuggets there too. So I've been doing, this is actually the 4th annual Healing Summit. However, it's the 6th Healing Summit because I had two of them that actually went rogue, like a spinoff of the Healing Summit. So it is going to be an amazing thing because I'm back to the original format. The original format was all healing modalities, no matter what it is, and however each presenter impacts, puts their fingerprint on the world in a healing filtered through healing. Whatever the offer is, it's Reiki, you got spiritual work, energy healing, chakra alignments, like actual actual doctors, journaling. It doesn't matter. Cards, readings, like all the things, acupuncture, all the things, any healing modality, because you never know what you may need.
right.
And at the Healing Summit, you can come. It's like a buffet of resources so that you can craft your own healing journey so that you can get back to you. Because healing is just peeling off those scabs that's been collected through time that have gotten so hard that you can't see through them anymore. So when we start to kind of shave that out with using different tools to pick away, maybe hypnotherapy, pick away, journaling, you're picking away, so that you can get back to you. So this is what the Healing Summit is all about. So Dr. Sue is going to be talking about All Eyes on Me. So can you give them just a little taste of just a little synopsis be talking about? And very vague, because we want them to come to the room. We want them to come to the room, but we're gonna dangle this out there for you. And I'm gonna put the link in the comments so y'all can click on it. So just give them a little taste of what you're gonna be referring to in the Healing Summit.
It's an interesting topic. All eyes on me. It was given to me by God because I walked around saying, I don't know what I'm going to talk about. I don't know what I'm going to talk about. And I woke up one morning and that was it. All eyes on me. And what that is about, on the one hand, we're talking about the eyes of the world on you. But on the other hand, and what's more important is we're talking about the eyes of the divine. Now, see, we get all caught up because we feel that we have to do things in the way the world tells us to do. My mama used to say, no matter where you go, no matter what you do, somebody's always watching. And somebody is watching. The problem is that we give our power to those outside of us, to the other humans who are watching. When the reality is that what we might consider doing is connecting with source, connecting with spirit, and understanding that the only eyes that matter are the eyes of God. And then when you got the eyes of God on you, you got all of the other angelic beings, man. You got a whole army and a navy and a whole everything else on you, right? There to support you, to give you guidance, to be your friend when you need a friend, to lift you up when you need. I'm gonna stop now, you guys. Y'all know I'm about to do a thing.
I'm about to do a thing now. Somebody hold me back.
Like, hold me back. I'm about to do a thing.
Oh my
I
God.
felt
The
it,
funniest
Carrie.
part is,
Carrie, I felt it coming. I felt the energy. It was about
I have my lasso off like this.
Stop. I'm about to do a thing.
The link is down in the comments. Click on that. So it is donation based only. So you can, if it's only $1, you want your price to be $1, you put in $1, you pay it, and you get your ticket. If you want to give us $1 million, you put your little thing in there, you say $1 million, and then you send it to us, and then you get your ticket. That's the same ticket. I'm just letting you know ahead of time, it's the same ticket. Because we want you just to invest into these people. Invest into me so that I can continue to do things like this, because this is all I want to do. It's just create atmosphere where people can come and have a place to curate their lives. No one bothering them, but assisting them and saying, I want that. Not saying, no, I think you should get this. No, if you want that, let's go see about that.
Yeah.
Because there's only one way to find out. Let's do that. And that's what I feel like when people come to me, no one can come to me. Everybody who know me, if you don't want to work on that idea, don't tell me, because I'm going to get on your nerves. How your idea going? Or how you spend time on it? Do you need any help with it? You want to jump on a Zoom? Like that person. I said, let's get it done. And I'm the same way about healing. You know, we go through these things and we say we don't want to go through them anymore. But what have you done? What have you done? What have you been consistent with? Who have you leaned on? Who have you asked help from? What are you doing? There's no more excuses. If you want help, if you want support, if you just want a like-minded group, if you just want resources so you can do your own, if you just want some definitions, if you just want a link to click on to read literature, whatever. You want some book suggestions, anything, come to the Healing Summit. It ain't no excuses. You do not have to go through this alone. And we don't even have to know that it helped you. But come and help yourself. Pick and choose from what you need. There were things you'll be able to take away without ever talking to none of us. We gonna come get, hey, I'm coming get what I need. You hear me? Ain't nobody gonna stop me from getting what I need. You ain't gotta cut your camera on. No one has to know you're even there. But if healing is what you seek, there's no excuse for you not to find it if you seek it. Because the Healing Summit, it's there. I promise you it's there. I promise you it's there. So get your ticket, be in the room. If for some reason you do not have $1, get in touch with me. I will get you in the room. We will get you the information. No excuses. There is no excuses. You know, I accept donations because I don't ever want to cut off my blessings. But I also not going to cut off yours. So if you don't have the $1, let me know. We'll get you the link. You'll be in the room. Come get your healing. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. It's going to be so good. I mean, we got 12 different speakers. 12. 3 days, 4 speakers each day. 12 speakers. And they are talking about some amazing stuff. Actually, let me pull up the Eventbrite link because I have it right here. I was on it right before we got in. We've already up to $185 have been donated so far through various tickets. So we are excited. And like I said, you can do $1, you can do $5. We've had some people do over that, you know, quite a few bit over that. So we're very thankful for them. But we're thankful for the one, because I'm thankful that I want you to value these people that are coming. So when you click on this Eventbrite link, it's going to take you to a page, and it's going to have a breakdown of every summit. So I'm getting ready to read off some of these people and some of the things that they do. If it'll pull up, I'm sorry, y'all. This service is going through. Where is it? So December 1st is a Friday. And on Friday, we have, well, first and foremost, let me tell you who my host is. My host's name is Joy Nettie, okay? So she guides with the belief that we are all able to heal ourselves if we choose to. Healing is a part of our life's journey, and she is here to support you every step of the way. She does Reiki, she does energy coaching, she does a lot of things. She's also a public speaker. She is my co-host this year for 4th annual. And then the other people, I'm just going to go through what day they're speaking, and I'm going to let you know what their topic is. And you'll see all this on Eventbrite. And then you can also go in and look at their bios on Eventbrite as well. So day one, and they'll be in this order. We have Joseph Nix. His topic is Hypnosis Works. Heal the Mind-Body Connection. The second speaker is Angelique Johnson. Her topic, recognizing that you are created, connected to source. Then we have Stacey Henry Carr, who will be talking about the journey of healing. And then Leah Abraham will be sharing her 5 steps to the healing process. So that's just on day one. All right, that's day one. So day 2, we have Sister Tina, because y'all already know Sister Tina. Y'all know how she rolls. She's going to be, oh, this ain't right. I'm going to come back to Tina, because that right there is not right. I'm looking at that. But then after Tina, we have Vanessa Guevara, and she's going to be talking about integrating intentional healing into your journey to gain mental well-being. And then Brother Raymel Bentley, whoop, whoop, we go way back to the Lisa Nichols. That's how I met a lot of the people that I rock with now. He's going to be talking about awakening the inner you. And then Dr. Antoinette Marie Williams will be talking about recycling the cape, converting what was into sustainable material or purpose. Because she's worked with a lot of corporate people, a lot of celebrities, and helps them get rid of that superwoman or Superman syndrome, where they're wearing that cape, and she's talking about taking that cape off and using it. And looking at the things you've gained, you don't have to beat you don't have to burn the cape. You know what I mean? But you do not have to wear it. So that's what she's going to be talking about. And then day 3, we got starting off with Sister Kara Ruffin. I call her TC, as my cousin. She's going to be talking about being true to you. Then Dr. Sue Carter Collins, all eyes on me. And y'all, a little funny tidbit. I said, okay, Tupac. And she was like, huh? I said, all eyes
Stop
on
telling
me.
my
Like,
age.
so, what is it? I'm like, never mind, Dr. Sue.
Y'all, I didn't know. That's just the topic that, I'm praying about. God, what should I talk about? What should I talk about? And that was it. Like, oh, okay.
Oh, good. Yeah, that was funny. I was like, never mind, Dr. Sue. All right, so then after Dr. Sue, we have Queen Kuhani and Jiku. She's going to be talking about life in the flow. And then my co-host, Joy Nettie, will be closing us out. Her topic is inspiring the awakening of self. So it is going to be powerful. Y'all not going to want to miss it. You're going to want to be in the room. And yes, Sean, we do have to link up, and I would love for you to interview me. I would love to be amongst your audience. I would absolutely love that. We can talk about the healing summit. You let me know when you're available. And Joy P. Creel, Dr. Joy, if you're out there listening, I'm back in Alabama. So my feet are on the ground, and we still need to link up as well. But anyone else who want to, talk more about the Healing Summit, you want to invest, be a sponsor of the Healing Summit, you want to learn more about other things ATVA is doing, let me know. Like we're in collaborating season. It's always collaborating season over here at ATVA. We are so ready about that. So yeah, so that's the Healing Summit. You excited, Dr. Sue?
I am. I really am. Did you tell them that? I don't think you did, but did you tell them that we are contributing some of the proceeds to a nonprofit?
No, I did not. 50% of the proceeds does go to a nonprofit. If you go to nature.org, that is the nonprofit that we are donating to. It is a conservatory. And so their mission is to conserve the lands and waters on which all life depends. And their vision is a world where the diversity of life thrives and people act to conserve nature for its own sake and its ability to fulfill our needs and enrich our lives. So you can find they're a nonprofit, 501c3 as well. I think they started in 1951. It's called the Nature Conservancy, TNC. But they've grown. They said 79 countries and territories, and 37 by direct conservation impact, and 42 through partners. So yeah, they're doing a lot. They're doing a whole lot to just make sure we can breathe, y'all. Like these trees keep falling, we ain't gonna be able to breathe. Okay. Yeah, and they conserve it and make sure that the wildlife is protected, the water is clean, the trash is picked up, and things are preserved. So it's a really good cause. Yes,
So
indeed.
yes, I'm very excited. I am. Y'all know I'm so excited to be at this season in my life, y'all.
Yeah,
And I
me too.
hope you are excited to be at the season that you're at in your life. And here's the thing. If we take away the labels, the good, the bad, the in between, it's just a moment in time. We're living moment to moment. Don't waste this moment. Don't waste it. Don't get caught up worrying about yesterday. And as I'm speaking to you, I'm speaking to me, right? Because see, the human psyche, we have the tendency to live in the past. But the only thing that exists is this breath, this moment. And in this moment, I am so excited to be able to speak, to be here. And I encourage you to be excited too. So, yeah, I can hardly wait for the third, and we'll talk more about All Eyes on Me. And the me,
y'all.
is say All Eyes on You, right? Real quick, here's something that I used to do with my mom. My mom passed away 50 years ago, but she was in Gainesville, where I am now, and I was in Tallahassee. And so she didn't drive, so she couldn't get there to see me, right? So my son was a little boy, he was 3 or 4, and I would pack up I'd go shopping, I would pack up everything that I bought, shoes, purses, everything. And I would come home and do a fashion show for her. And she would say, she'd be so excited, right? And she'd say, "Look at you." And I said, "Honey, all eyes on me. You never know who's gonna be looking at me. But I need to be ready." And so that was very superficial, but y'all, all eyes are on you. But the only ones that matter are the divine. So stay focused. Don't get lost. Stay focused.
With that being said, before we wrap up, I want to reintroduce, we talk about it. We do, first and foremost, if y'all don't know it, the people who are more so looking at HTBA and not like our personal stuff, me and Dr. Sue actually do, we do a live every Friday night. It's called the Late Night Happy Hour with Carrie Irene and Dr. Sue. And we just get on, and our theme is what comes up, comes out. And we just have just candid conversation. It's typically energy based, but in everything, whether we admit it or not, everything is. So, but we bring that energetic conversation to the forefront. So with us talking together today, we haven't done our live on Friday. I just realized I don't think I have made it known that Dr. Sue and I will be doing a retreat together next year. So it's going to be in September of 2024, and it is called the Space Retreat. And what we're going to be doing is taking a lot of energetic principles and spiritual modalities and blending them together through aligning the chakras in order for you to have the space, self-paced action to create and expand is what that stands for, so that you can curate your own spiritual package. What is it? What are all the things you've been wanting to try on? like she was talking about that fashion show, pack up all your spiritual modalities, pack up all your books, pack up all your stones, all your sage, and let's play. It's 9 days long. We pulling everything out. You do it however you want to do it. You try any modality you want to try. You pray to whoever you want to pray. Don't pray at all if you don't want to pray. Talk to yourself. Go for a walk. There will be healers there. There'll be hypnotherapists there. There'll be shifters there. There'll be alchemists there. There will be queens and kings of all sorts. And we want you to be there because this is the space for you to self-pace whatever action it is that you need to create and expand you. That is what the space retreat is about. So what are your intentions with that? And these will be our last words. And then I'll play the video, the closing video that I'll play when we close out will be about the energy that'll be in that retreat. And we'll be sharing more about it because this is the video we've been sharing over and over. It's new and fresh content will be coming soon, okay? But I want y'all to think about the retreat. And I will say this. I'm sorry. I know Brother Sean is out there, but this first one is for women only. And that was an assignment because I have no problem having a retreat for a co-ed retreat, which we plan on it. But this one is on assignment, and this is for women. So, but I will let you know when it is because I know you have a very broad audience, and I know you have very powerful women. And he said, what? You have a lot of powerful women in your audience as well, Sean, and tend to be the powerful ones. We're the one that need to take a second. We need to turn it off so we can turn it on. And then we can turn it up and come back and let it even out. You know, we need this space to be able to create and try those things that we've been wanting to try, but life be life. You know, so don't be hurt, brother. I'm gonna send you a band-aid. Put your address in the comments and let me send you a band-aid, all right? Because we can't have you hurt over there, but all I got is band-aids, okay? But we're gonna get a co-ed one going. But this was for women, September 2024. I can't remember the exact dates right off. I want to say the 16th through the 20 something. Let me look real quick so y'all can know. September. Sorry, the 13th through the 23rd. No. That's when I'm going. Sorry, back up. Y'all's days, the 14th through the 22nd. Or we had also discussed the 7th through the 15th. I have to get with Dr. Sue because I think we may have switched it. And I have to look at our itinerary to give y'all a definite thing. But I'm going to put the link in there by the end of this week. And we're going to open up sales because I'm ready to go. We already ready. We've been ready since last year, but Dr. Sue moved, I moved, called off a wedding, everything. Everything was everything this year, okay? We have time to think about nothing but surviving, okay? Stand up.
Yeah.
So I have that link in this comment and then also a post by the end of this week. So thinking about back in the space of the space retreat, Dr. Sue, what is your vision for the retreat?
You know, I come full, Carrie. I am so full. And I say that to the audience because I say all the time, I'm always talking about my age. I'm 72 years old. Y'all, I've been through some stuff. I've been through some good stuff. I've been through some bad stuff. I've been through some stuff. And in the process of going through this stuff, I have been knocked down. I've been rolled over. I've been kicked around. I've done it to myself. I've allowed it to be done to me. But in the midst of all that, I found the person that I am now. I am full and I just want to share. I want to share with you, not in terms of telling you what to do, but sharing perspectives and giving you hope if you need hope, and giving you love through it all, and just allowing you to hear through me the voice of God as God speaks to you, however it is that you need to be spoken to, whatever it is that you need to hear, that I can be a vehicle. My prayer is that I will be a vehicle so that God can use me to touch you and to serve you however you need to be served.
That's good stuff. So thank you, John, for spreading the word. He said he gonna spread the word since he can't
Thank you,
come. I
Sean.
appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you. I'm about to give you. I'm sending them band-aids for real. I'm sending them to you. All right, guys. So this video is about the retreat, and I know that at some point we've all felt. I just need a minute to just look at me. I need because we be doing good stuff. We're doing all the things. We ain't being not mean to people. We ain't cussing nobody out. We got everything together. We still performing at work. We ain't arguing with our maid. We ain't the kids are performing in school, whatever. But still, it's just like I hadn't taken a deep breath in a month.
Yeah.
Space retreat.
Yeah.
So y'all look at this. If you want any more information, let us know. We love you so much. Thank y'all for tuning in today to the ATVA Creative Community Conversation. And thank you, Dr. C, for jumping on with me.
Thank you. Thank you. It's always my pleasure.
All right, again next week, same time. We'll see y'all later.
As I was thinking about what we are doing, it really is an opportunity for people to connect with their beingness. We are not conscious of the compartmentalization. We just say, this is who I am, right? Who you are is different depending on the environment that you find yourself in or the people that you find yourself connected with. So I hold myself out as an example. At 71 years old, it's been a long journey. It's been a long journey to self-acceptance. And I think it may be that way for many of us, that we look at the pieces of ourselves and decide, I can show that. No, I can't show that. Is there a danger? How deep is the danger if I show you all of me? Oh, I can show these people this part of me, and these people this part of me, and these people this part of me. And then the question is, how long before you get tired of just compartmentalizing your beingness?